We're finally trying the viral Long Island pickle sandwich.
And summer's not over. We're going to share all the things you have to do before fall. Well, welcome back to the Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to us and to our hot teas, our wonderful listeners who we miss. I mean, I miss them. I miss you all, our listeners. I hope you miss us.
Yeah, we were gone a week.
Yeah, so
Felt like a year.
Yeah, really. We've got a lot to literally unpack on this episode. So we want to thank our hot teas for sticking with us after the week off while we went to our conference and a bunch of other stuff. So Sharon, on this beautiful, still summer day, I'd like to say, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Yeah. We were in Tampa for Destinations International.
Yes. Incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was so great.
It was great. You went last year, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't go last year because I was on my family vacay. So I went this year, and I thought it was really awesome. And you know, I always say thank you to the universe when I feel like it gives me these opportunities just when I need them to reconnect with industry colleagues from all over the country. There was like 1,900 people there from our industry. It was record breaking.
30 different countries?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Record breaking conference. And I loved seeing so many people that I haven't seen in a long time because, you know, in our industry, we took Stacy with us for the first time this year. And she was like, so you guys like share information and ideas. Right. You guys you're not competitive with each other. Right. And I'm like, no, we're awesome.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Our industry is like a family.
Yeah.
And people are in it for years and, you know, decades at a time, and they might change destinations and locations, but everyone, you know, really keeps in close contact and is really there for each other and tries to help each other
absolutely
in our successes and our jobs and moving forward in our careers. So I loved it. It was very inspirational.
Yeah. Invigorating, right? Like we came back, we're like, woo.
Energizing. Right?
A lot of really good.
Really fun new content. There's so much happening in the world as far as technology and trends. But, you know, I think what it really came down to this year was a lot of people are talking about remembering how to tap into your happiness, remember about what makes life important.
Right.
You know, and our industry is very much based on relationships. Our industry, if you think about it, you know, we're in the travel and tourism industry. We're Discover Long Island. We try to get people from all over the world to come to Long Island and spend their hard-earned money and vacation time. And it's an emotional industry.
Yeah.
We're asking people to make emotional decisions with their money. This is not, if you go to Long Island versus a Caribbean cruise or versus Florida or, you know, whatever, Myrtle Beach, you're making a decision based on emotion. You're not saying, oh, this couch is cheaper than that couch, or this car gets better gas mileage.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of factors. And so it's all about relationships and tapping into that emotion. In order to do that, we have to feel connected.
Yeah.
And so feeling energized and inspired is important.
Absolutely. And I think that's why we do our marketing the way we do. You know, we always want that emotional connection to feel like you belong here on Long Island.
Yes.
It's just so important. But yeah, finding that happiness, that was an incredible opening.
Yeah, it was a keynote speaker that was a Harvard business professor that talked about what happiness is, and that happiness is not a feeling. Right. Happiness is a connection of several different motivating factors. And it was kind of complicated. It was like a Harvard business class.
It was math. I was like, what's happening?
3 and the
Subtract,
6 and I was like, what? But
he did speak very well. Like it was really good.
It's having purpose. Happiness is about being motivated, having purpose, and being grounded, and understanding your place in the world. Not thinking, you know, not having too much self-importance.
Right.
The kids today call it main character syndrome.
Oh.
Right, Michael?
Okay.
Michael knows. He's all proud of me right now for knowing that on the TikToks.
I love it.
No, main character syndrome. I know that's what I've been like regaling my daughters all weekend with what I know about, you know, culture and social media because I watch so much TikToks. Anyway, yeah, it's not looking at yourself in the mirror and instead looking at the horizon.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's important for us to do that because it makes us better at our jobs.
Yes.
We come back inspired. We come back informed about, important things in the industry and hopefully, motivated to do the best work for our hot teas and our Long Island residents and our stakeholders. So, but man, making it back, first of all, it's like nonstop at those conferences.
No, nonstop.
It's constant because everybody wants to grab you and talk to you for 5 minutes about this, and you're running in between sessions, and then it's like there's dinners and there's events and networking events, and then it's like late. It's crazy.
It's crazy, and because you haven't seen half of that, this is when we come together. The annual meeting is when you get to see your colleagues again.
Every single research provider, technology provider, everybody's like, "I'll catch you at the conference. I'll see you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Can we just have 5 minutes? Can I
get coffee? Can I get it?
Yeah. Can I talk to you? Because this is when we do the one time of the year you get to do face-to-face business.
Right, exactly. And I think it's so I was there to do my CDME, which is Certified Destination Marketing Executive classes. And this was my third class. I need one more. I'm super excited. And then, so I was there 2 days earlier than 3 days earlier than everybody else.
Conference.
Long. And so, you're there at this conference and you're seeing your colleagues and your, destination leaders and smiling and talking and smiling and talking and smiling. And by like Thursday, I was getting ready to get an Uber back to the airport. And I sat down in the lobby and I had, my stuff next to me. And this one guy comes over and he's like, "How you doing, sweetie?" And I'm like, "Doing great. How are you?" And he's like, "Good. You look exhausted." And
thank you.
Sure am. I'm like, when you're just tired of smiling?
Yeah.
I was tired of smiling. And he's like, "Anyway, here's my business card. I'm an advertiser, blah, 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 blah." He's trying to pitch me. I'm like, "Okay, you didn't catch the..."
No, not a minute.
Get it?
Not a minute. Well, it was funny because, Michael told us the term about your social battery. And I used it a lot. And I wasn't even there the 2 days before, but you hit the ground. I go at the last minute always, and then I leave at the first opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm always last person there, first person out. And maximizing all the time. And it was a networking lunch. And you texted me. You were like, "Hey, are you here at this networking lunch?" And I'm like, "With 2,000 people? No." I'm like, she's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm a block away at the Yard House
having
eating
chicken fingers,
chicken tenders, literally alone, by myself, just staring at my plate." I needed a minute.
You do.
I needed a minute of no one trying to talk to me.
Right.
No one trying to pitch me.
Yep.
No one trying to, and then I regroup.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do. You regroup, you come back. Funny enough, at that lunch, I was sitting next to somebody from New York Times. And I thought that was really interesting because not only is it just destinations or DMOs that are going, but it's, other than third party, whatever. But I thought media, that was interesting.
Yeah, they came in early and the destination, the city of Tampa hosts the conference and with Destinations International, and what a great destination it was. What a great conference it was. And they brought in a fam tour of media
That's awesome.
To see Tampa, and they had hosted them all around. And then it's a great opportunity for the media to know what trends are happening in the industry and to get to meet every single destination leader, on the globe in one place. Was pretty cool. So, but it was funny. And then, so I left Thursday morning, first thing. And, first thing, it was like a 10 a.m. flight, and I'm on my flight, my Delta flight on the way home. And it's like, "We would like 2 volunteers." First of all, okay. Well, I'll tell this story first because I've got a complaint about people on flights. We'll talk about I always have I feel like every single episode of a flight story now.
Right.
So here we go. But they're like, we're oversold. And the reason why they found out they're oversold, I think, is because everyone's still boarding and everybody in the middle of the aisle that's standing up, because I was kind of in like the front of the plane. I wasn't in first class, but I was like towards the front. And everyone's like, "We need a flight attendant, pass it down. We need a flight attendant, pass it down." Every single person's like, "Pass it down, pass it down." I felt like I was back in elementary school. Pass it down,
telephone.
Pass it down. Everyone's like, "What is happening?" Well, they were oversold. So 2 people are trying to sit in the same seat.
Oh man, how do they do that though? When it's like seat selected.
How do you not know?
Yeah.
But whatever. So they were like, "Ding, ladies and gentlemen, we are oversold by 2 seats. We are offering $1,500 for 2 people to take the 8 o'clock flight tonight."
Amazing.
You can stay here. You'll still get out tonight. It's a direct flight to New York, 8:00. I'm like, immediately, absolutely not.
No.
To me, didn't even cross the guy in my aisle was like, ding, I'll take it. He's like, my meetings don't start till tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. So he leaves. And so then one of the people come and board in my aisle, in my row. And then they're like, okay, we still need one more person. It's $1,500. It's not just Delta miles or anything. It's like Amazon, or you get to pick your gift card.
Wow.
It could be Amex, whatever.
Amazing.
So everyone's like sitting there. Finally, the guy that had just boarded is like, ding, I'll get off. Why not? He's like, I don't care. I'll take it. So it's just like,
that's awesome.
So then somebody else boarded my row. It was musical chairs. But thank goodness, because I got home that night. That was Thursday. And, you know, Thomas, my husband, is a cloud architect.
Yes.
And he works for like a global company of IT stuff. I don't exactly know what he does.
Right.
So I'm always like, don't ask me.
Still don't know.
I can't really explain it, but I know that he used to be in like the healthcare vertical of taking companies into the cloud. So if you think about it, when you go to the doctor, you're like, you have a record over here, and then this doctor has a record, and then nothing's really synced.
Sure.
So if it's all in the cloud, then everything can be pulled down in one record, but is it safe, right? Is your stuff secure? So they do a lot of security. And several years ago, when all the cybersecurity stuff started happening, he switched to what's called destructive. Oh my God, I can't believe it's disaster recovery. Disaster recovery. So if stuff is lost, and so he's been working on this for like years. He does disaster recovery for cloud-based whatever.
Building it, right?
Building it, building the protocol, building everything. So I get home on Thursday, and he's like, "There's a major outage. Microsoft just has a major. This is it." He's like, "This is kind of what we've been training for 3 years." So he's like, I know you just got home from your conference. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to be working 24 hours a day.
Right.
So, and thank God, because then all the Delta flights were canceled.
Yep. Thank God.
Although you were on that 8:00 flight, you got out.
Well, so we were originally 5:30, but then we were super delayed for some reason. And I wonder if that had anything to do with it, because it was a black cloud, but it wasn't like thunder or lightning or anything like that. But like we were sitting on the runway for a good 45 minutes before we
were on the
took off.
5:30 flight.
Yep. We didn't actually take off until 8:00 because it kept getting pushed.
I wonder if the one that people switched to, I was like, I would have been stuck.
Yeah. Well, I came in the next day and I'm like, thank God we left when we did. We know colleagues that rented a car and drove from Florida to New York.
Oh, because all the Delta flights were canceled for like
they were stuck
days.
Yeah.
So I was like, thank God. And this is why I'm like, I'm on this plane. I am taking off.
Yeah.
You're not getting me.
I'm
you will
already
have
here.
to drag me off this plane right now. But here's what I was going to tell you. I was reading this Reddit article. So first of all, when I was getting on my plane, I always try to book a window seat.
Yep. Me too.
Right. So I was in I think the first row behind first class, but window seat. And so I'm early boarder, you know? So I go and there's a woman in the window seat. And sometimes it's hard to determine if it if the little picture is saying window or aisle.
Right.
But I mean, let's be honest, it was A.
Yeah.
So it was a window. So I'm looking at her and I put my suitcase up and I'm kind of like, I sit in the aisle for a second because it's not the end of the world.
Right.
If she's confused.
Yeah.
And she meant to be the aisle. And so I sit in the aisle and, again, people are just now boarding early. So I look at her for a minute and she looks at me and she goes, oh, she could tell. I was like looking at her like, and I said, are you 10A? And she goes, oh, no, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So are you the aisle here? And she goes, no, I'm 10B. I prefer the window. So I was hoping.
No.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're the middle seat?
Oh, no.
And you prefer the window? I bet you do.
Yeah.
No one prefers the middle seat, ma'am. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah. So
I prefer the window too.
You need to move. Sorry. Get out of my seat.
Yeah, that's super
park
annoying.
yourself in the aisle and window, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Totally
understand.
Unless you have a super big preference.
I normally like a window, right? I'm totally with the window, but then I had to use the bathroom so bad on the plane, and these two people, I chugged one of the big waters, because I was thinking of you, 5 hours.
Grab that water,
and I was so thirsty, so I'm like, drink, and then I'm like, we've been on this plane for 2 hours now, not even taking off yet. People are already sleeping. I'm texting Stacy. I'm like, I'm really trying not to fall asleep, but it's killing me. I have to go to the bathroom and these people are sleeping. I don't know what to do. I held it the whole time.
No way.
Yes.
I would have been like, excuse me.
I would hate that if I was that person that was sleeping.
It's part of coming with the aisle seat.
I know.
And you also get your elbow hit by the cart. So listen, but it's better than a middle seat. I just thought, I prefer the window, so I was hoping. You were hoping for a miracle?
Don't park your
what
in my seat.
But I was going to tell you, I was reading this Reddit article, and which made me think of this. I just couldn't believe it. And it was a woman who was I thought I made a note of it, but I can't see it. But it was a woman who was being criticized. Oh, it was People Magazine. It wasn't Reddit. It was People Magazine. A woman was asked to give up her first class seat. Okay. Which is an immediately no, for a 6-year-old.
Why?
Because the mom said there was a ticketing error, and the mom had a first class seat, and she wanted her son to sit with her. And the woman's like, no, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm sorry, but, my boyfriend paid for this seat for me he bought me this as a gift because she was going to go travel to see her boyfriend or something. And he bought her a first, and they're like, so you did. And then the flight attendant came over apparently and was like, so, they were kind of giving her a hard time because she didn't pay for the seat herself.
Oh my God.
I'm like, listen, Mom, you go sit with your kid in the back and you make someone stay with that first class seat.
You give your first class.
Can you imagine? It wasn't an upgrade. It's not even like she was upgraded to first class.
No.
Her boyfriend bought the ticket.
Yeah.
And then everybody was giving her grief online for not giving up.
That's horrible.
Like, please tell me, Hot Teas, if you would give up your seat. I get it's a 6-year-old, but the 6-year-old does not need to be in first class.
No, you go back to where the 6-year-old was sitting and you say to the person who's in that aisle, middle seat and say, would you like to be upgraded?
Yes, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Of course. She said the flight attendant came by.
Yeah, well, that's flight attendants
I was like, what?
I don't know.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, girl, I wasn't even going to give up scoot over, get over there to your middle seat.
Yeah. Ugh.
Absolutely not. What is wrong with people today on the flights?
I don't know.
So that's my flight stories, I guess, for right now. And then I came back and ended up taking real quick, one more thing about flights. Breaking news today. Southwest Airlines, who I typically fly when I'm not flying Delta, just changed their 50-year policy and now have assigned seats.
Thank God.
Right? I love myself. Southwest is a great, airline, but I was like,
but if you don't check in
of that 24-hour on the minute check-in, it's a level of stress that sends me over the edge.
They've been in business 30 years, you said?
No, this was a 50-year policy.
50 years? Wow.
Yep. And so another really kind of a funny story was Southwest. Apparently, whoever's handling their communications on TikTok, I don't know if you saw it, but it was on Twitter. It was so funny. And it was like, who's laughing now at the fact that we still are using a 64 Commodore computer for our flights? They were like, making fun of all the Delta flights canceled. They're like, yeah, guess what? Ours is still a 64 Commodore connected to a landline.
Yeah.
In Arlington. So, yeah. And our planes are in the air.
That's funny.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
I had to laugh. So a lot of airline in news and drama, but never a dull moment when you're traveling.
Never.
Right? What is wrong with people?
I know. I don't know.
I'm just like, people think that they're entitled.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. She's lucky it didn't come to me. Okay. So got back and then it was, I missed Kenzie's birthday.
Yes.
My 20-year-old. She turned 20 and I was at the conference. So I came back and I left a couple hours early on Friday to go to the melting pot.
First time?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the melting pot?
Yeah.
Have you been to the melting pot, Michael? Okay, I need to know what people think about the melting pot. We used to like it when the kids were little. It's really expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
Okay, but it's fun. It's fondue, in case you don't know what the melting pot is. It's all fondue, and it's an experience. Also, it's a total scam.
Yes.
The melting pot is a scam because essentially, it's delicious. But essentially, you're paying $1 zillion. Even we took Penelope, we took everybody to the melting pot. She's a vegetarian. $38 for the veggie platter.
Oh my God.
And then you cook it yourself.
Yeah. That's what it
all the
skews me out.
entrees are like in the $30s range, and it's individuals. And then you have to cook the food yourself.
Yep. Total scam.
If you're going to do the melting pot, here's my tip. Go at the bar, I believe. Just get the cheese and the chocolate.
Yeah. That's
skip the entree.
Yeah.
Because the entree is a scam. Then it's also like super complicated. They're like, there's a menu and it tells you like these things that you have to cook for 2 minutes. These you have to cook up to 6. Don't undercook. I'm like, oh,
I hate it.
I'm going to leave her with salmonella 100%.
I know.
I'm terrified.
That's what skews me out. Like I cannot.
Everybody stuffs in the pot.
You're
and
mixing
you're like,
it all together. No.
I was like, I mean, it was fun.
It's an experience.
And then you get the bill and you're like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's like more than Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
And I got to cook my own food.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, no offense, melting pot. It was fun and the service was great and it was a good experience. But
the service was great because it was you doing it.
Right. Right. The service way she comes and explains everything. Yeah. It's great. Also, we went and saw Twister.
What'd you think?
Has anybody seen it?
No.
Okay. Did you ever see the original
Yeah,
Twister?
of course, yeah. Helen Hunt, right?
Helen Hunt. That's what I said. Let me tell you, that's the first thing I said when I left. Like, she's no Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
1000%.
Glenn Powell is a good Bill Paxton.
Okay.
I will say Glenn Powell, thumbs up.
All right.
The girl that plays Helen Hunt, fine.
Okay.
She's no Helen Hunt.
No.
Okay. First of all, the movie's ridiculous.
Is it like?
But it's awesome.
Okay.
I would definitely say go see it in IMAX.
Okay. Yeah.
See it in IMAX because it's like, to me, it was like being on the tram ride of Universal Studios.
I love that.
It is awesome. And it's nonstop. It's ridiculous. It's like the olden movies, like the olden days.
When you watch them and you're like, wow.
And you didn't assess like the reality of the situation.
Right.
And the nonsensical crazy, but it was fun. It's like a ride. It's like a ride.
Right.
And it's great for families, I would say, because there's like, I don't think there was any cursing. If there was, it was minimal. And it was like, no kiss. It would not even a kiss. I don't think.
Right.
Really like fun, action-packed family.
So definitely, you saw it in IMAX.
I saw it, because at the time we couldn't do it. It was like a Dolby Digital though.
Okay.
I would have seen it in IMAX.
Okay, gotcha.
I was like, if I would do it again, I would see it in IMAX. So, but now cancer season, birthday season is over.
Yeah.
And now we enter Leo season,
Fire.
which is Sharon's birthday season.
I know.
How you feeling, girly?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I got to remind myself how old I am sometimes. I forget.
Yeah.
But,
that doesn't get easier.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't know how old I was this year. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, exactly.
So are you doing anything for your birthday?
I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. See what happens.
Yeah. I'm gone on your birthday. Did you know that?
Yeah, you're going.
I'm moving Kenzie back to Arizona State. So I'm like, I was looking at my calendar. I'm like, I'm gone on Sharon's birthday.
I know. There's so many things going on though. Like I just went to the Canoe Place Inn last night.
Yes.
For the meeting, the sales networking event.
Yeah.
And they're doing all these concerts. The Hamptons series, they're calling it. So like some are at Canoe Place Inn because they have that ballroom that has the like acoustic ceilings.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. They're doing a lot of those candlelight concerts. But then there's a ton going on at Montauk Lighthouse, and all the proceeds from that are going back to the lighthouse.
Okay.
And somebody my niece loves is playing there like the week before my birthday, I think, and her birthday's a week before mine. So I'm thinking about going there.
Oh, okay. Look at you, like give back. You're like one of those people that on Facebook does like a charity for their birthday. I'm like, nah.
It's the lighthouse.
But no, that's your favorite. That's your place.
Yeah, I love
right?
Montauk. I haven't been there in so long.
I know. I haven't been there. It feels like since we went there for the podcast.
Right.
Which is not, it's been too long. Summer's going by too fast.
It is. It's why
already August.
I think that's why I'm always like, oh, it's my birthday.
I know. Is that why you're like,
over? Yeah.
Get this. I went to Costco. Okay. Already Halloween decorations. Not only, by the way, Halloween decorations and Christmas wrapping paper.
What?
This is mid-July, by the way.
Crazy.
I went like a week or so ago. They have this giant skeleton thing that looks like an enormous skeleton that comes out of the ground.
I saw that.
Sold
I
out.
thought of you immediately.
It's sold out.
Yeah. Do you
Mid-July.
follow that Costco thing on Instagram?
I do. I haven't seen it in a while.
That's where I saw that.
Oh, they have it on
skeleton.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Costco reviews or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Sold out.
Sold out, of course.
Mid-July for Halloween.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I would like to go to the beach 1 or 2 more times before it's coming, but I'm also like, you know.
So my sister has a camper that she drives. She like totally glammed it up and everything. And she calls her Delilah.
Oh,
So we
okay.
named her Delilah. So we're talking about going camping. Her birthday's the weekend after mine. So
Oh, fun.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, that would be, I mean, I guess.
I would do one night.
Oh, the whole fam?
No, just like the girls. The
Okay.
sister trip.
Okay. You'll have to be cooking your own food over the campfire.
Exactly.
Like it's like a rustic melting pot.
Yeah, but I think
Okay,
that's
but cheaper.
Yeah, it's so
All right.
fun.
Okay, cool. You know what is also right now is our taste of Long Island, and I am so excited about it. Because Michael surprised us today.
He did.
With yeah, go ahead.
We're finally trying the viral pickle sandwich that we talked about a couple episodes ago, and it looks so good and smells so good. I'm wondering,
My mouth
what's
is watering.
The sauce? What's the sauce?
The sauce.
I think it's like a mustard.
It looks like a honey mustard,
Yeah, like
right?
a honey mustard.
Ooh, a honey mustard.
Yeah. So,
Are you supposed to dip it in that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I'm going to. I don't even know how I'm going to do this, Sharon, because like my mouth is literally watering, smelling the pickle sandwich.
I know.
And this is so, in case you don't know, in case you're a new listener, this is a TikTok craze that swept the nation. From Long Island, from a deli on Long Island. And they forego the bread and use a dill pickle like as the bread with the, what is it, turkey, provolone.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Looks good.
It looks good. Are you going to try right now or afterwards?
Let's do it after because then we like crunching.
I know, we're like crunching. Okay. Well, then we'll just go. But we are going to follow us on TikTok.
Yes.
If you are not following us on TikTok yet, go to Long Island Tea Podcast, and you can watch our sour facial expressions and how we navigate the pickle sandwich.
That's
and
so
we'll
crazy.
rate and review it on TikTok afterwards.
So excited.
But I love that Long Island is like, leading in these TikTok crazes.
She's got 4 million views. This girl.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, you never know what's going to take off.
You never know.
Hey, speaking of TikTok, before we get into Long Island life, I found this new thing on TikTok, and I wanted to tell you, in case you hear it or in case you want to use it. Michael, I don't know if you know this. It's a new Gen Z insult. Okay, I tested it with my kids. They knew all about it. It's called "Just Put the Fries in the Bag, Bro."
Oh.
Do you know this one? Okay, so when you say, and this is important to our hot teas. So when somebody says that to you, you're like, yeah, I know what that means. We're here for you. Okay. When you say, "Just put the fries in the bag, bro," it's like a demeaning insult. Like
shut it down.
Like a fast food worker. Okay. It came from like a fast food worker, apparently, that was, noticed somebody in the drive-thru and was like, "Oh, I haven't seen you since high school. Oh, what even?" And they're like, "Just put the fries in the bag, bro."
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's like a total. I think it started with just put the ketchup in the bag, but it's changed. It's evolved to just put it. Just keep moving.
So funny. It just reminded me of Pearl this morning. We're walking. She's going out to camp, and I'm walking her, and my neighbor's outside coughing, and she's like, "Is bro okay?" I don't know. But that's so funny.
So you could have used it to the guy in the lobby.
Yes.
After you had just said how tired you are, you look exhausted, and he starts pitching you. You could have been like, "Just put the fries in the bag, bro."
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, "Anyway, here's my card." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks."
Exactly. Yeah. And also, apparently on TikTok, it's being used by TikTokers to make fun of celebrities who are telling like this story, like long-winded stories. Like somebody could say it to me right now. It's a long-winded story. They're like, "Just put the fries in the bag, bro. Move on."
Yeah, that's so funny.
Okay, so you heard it here first.
Okay. I love it.
Okay. All right. So some Long Island life. Michael has a ton of stuff. First of all, we should flip it around a little bit and talk about all the amazing things happening. My phone is blowing up right now. Everyone's calling me. I'm like, please stop.
Don't they know the time
Put the fries
of
in
day?
the bag, bro. There's so much happening on Long Island this weekend. And so I feel like we kind of should just flip it around and let people know right now all the things they should do.
Okay. Saturday, August 3rd, Riverhead Reflections. We love this. Art in the Park is beautiful. our colleague Brian is very much involved in this. I went to the press conference with the release of the turtle. Like, it was so beautifully made.
Yeah. And so it's like reflection. So it's this glass art and they light it up right at night and you walk around and it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
And that's in Riverhead. The art in the park is in Riverhead, where you walk around and see the glass animals and glass art. And then there's also Mateo Lane at West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center.
Yes. And then Sunday, August 4th is live music at Pindar Vineyards and Lieb's Cellars. I feel like that's awesome because you don't get a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, especially during the summer months. They've
been doing a lot more live music at the Vineyards, and it's like drawing amazing crowds.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then New Kids on the Block.
First of all, I didn't know this until just now.
I thought I had tickets to this. I guess I don't.
I'm like, how did I? First of all, Jones Beach Theater is everything to me.
Yes.
I love myself some Jones Beach Theater.
Yes.
The fact that, okay, hot teas, listen up. Sunday, August 4th, this Sunday.
Yes.
If you're listening to this, on Tea Time Tuesday, at New Kids on the Block, Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
This combination,
I'm dead. Paula Abdul.
I know. Oh my God, I loved her.
Queen.
Loved her. When I was younger, I went to dance class, and like the woman who like ran the dance studio did Step by Step on stage all by herself. I'm like, you rock it. I'll remember that forever.
Icon.
Yeah.
I loved Paula Abdul. She was like my high school era.
My God.
And New Kid. This is all like, and DJ Jazzy Jeff, please stop.
Please.
I love it.
Crazy.
So good. I mean, I kind of feel like we should go.
I know. I feel like I had tickets. My friend was like, let's go. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I'll get us tickets. But then if it's this weekend, she never said.
Sunday. I'm like, what? How did this happen without us knowing? And then I'm really excited about this. Maribel Restaurant and Tavern, which is at 3 Village Inn in Stony Brook. Just came back on as a partner of ours. And they have a fantastic Sunday brunch. And if you go, I don't know if she'll be there this Sunday, but just a few more weeks, Kenzie could be your hostess, my daughter. She works there.
She did come back this summer. Good.
She did. And also Tegan's bestie, Megan, works there. So all the kids from Three Village work there. Yeah. It's a great local establishment. If you have not been to Maribel Tavern in Three Village Inn, you should go there.
I will.
So, okay. So I just we had to tell you like what's going on right now so it doesn't get lost at the end of the segment. A couple of things happening, Long Island Life. First of all, did you see the pictures of our favorite place, Gurney's?
Yes.
Has a new Dolce & Gabbana pop-up. It's there for, I think it's like a 2 or 3 year agreement.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Gorge. Have you seen this, Michael? It's this beautiful, my favorite color is blue, right? So, because it's usually yellow and white is Hamptons-y. It's this beautiful blue and white floral pattern.
It's gorgeous.
And it's all their cabanas. It's their deck. It's so gorgeous.
I know.
I saw the pictures. I'm like, I think we should go.
Think I need a trip to Montauk.
I know. So Dolce & Gabbana, of course, just at Gurney's because, that's why. And then did you hear about J-Lo?
J-Lo, yeah. Dined at a New Hamptons hotspot without Ben Affleck on their 2nd anniversary, as well as her birthday. She did have his daughter with her, though, didn't she?
Oh, did she? I don't know.
I saw that.
Well,
I saw
she was
pictures
in the
of her
Hamptons.
in the Hamptons with her.
She was in the Hamptons. She just had an entire, she had a huge birthday party in the Hamptons, Bridgerton themed.
Oh, please.
She had like multiple outfits, Bridgerton themed. I mean, I was like, listen, this is what happens in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
J-Lo, it has to be over the top to be J-Lo.
So it's the new Arthur and Sons in Bridgehampton she went to.
Oh, so that's too bad. I feel bad for them.
I don't know. I don't know how much of it I believe.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I don't know. But they weren't together on her birthday.
Right.
He wasn't at her party.
He was not? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Wow.
There was no Ben sighting, but her party looked amazing. I mean, they had anyway, Bridgerton is like everything. My kids thought it was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So good for her.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, J-Lo.
Happy birthday. Raphael Wines won Best Red Wine in the annual New York Wine Classic.
I mean, of course.
Of course.
I'm amazed that, how do you even choose? Raphael wines are so good. And the red wines of Long Island region are like amazing.
They're amazing. We're known for our red grapes.
Exactly. I love Raphael. It is if you have not been to Raphael It is a beautiful tasting room.
It is gorgeous.
And in the winter, the first time I went, it was in the winter. They had this like upstairs fireplace. It's amazing. So congratulations. It's okay. It's everything Olympics right now.
Everything Olympics. Did you hear who? I don't know if we said this, but who's carrying the torch?
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, we talked about this already.
I think so. Yeah, he's one of the torch carriers, right? But he's a judge.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Or not a judge. Sorry, he's a commentator. I think he's commentating on the new sport of breakdancing.
I love it.
I know, me too. So I love that our PR team, Courtney, they're working on a blog right now.
Right.
That is all connections of the Olympics to Long Island.
Okay.
So clever.
Amazing.
So smart. And so she told the story. I don't know if you want to tell it, Sharon, because I've been...
So, the new U.S. women's soccer coach for this summer's Olympics used to coach here right on Long Island.
Of course.
Yeah. After a ski accident ended her playing career at 17, she graduated from Liverpool Hope University and had an itch to coach. So her dad recommended that she set off to the United States, where women's soccer was booming after the USWNT's famed 99 World Cup. And he urged her to change the face of women's football.
Yeah, I'm excited. The Olympics... You know, I'm all about Olympics. And by the way, I wanted to let our hot teas know. Okay, here's another thing. You can actually, there's a Spotify playlist.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
That's
a Spotify playlist called Olympians Warm-Up Songs.
oh yes.
Right? How cool is that?
I'm excited.
I know. And so I looked at it, Sharon, just to see if we would vibe with this playlist.
Yeah.
I just glanced at it. Of course, the songs fueling the Olympians are songs like High Hopes from
Okay.
Panic at the Disco,
Yeah.
Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then I thought it was interesting. There's like a lot of Britney on there. There's Womanizer and
Wow.
Circus, and there's like multiple Britney songs.
That's so cool.
Britney's still bringing it for our Olympians.
All right, cool.
I know. Isn't that so
That
fun?
is
This is
cool.
for our USA team.
Okay, I love it.
This is their playlist. I'm like, way to go, Spotify.
That's awesome.
And so check into our blog soon, because probably by the time this is up, you'll be able to look at all the connections
Yeah.
of Long Island and the Olympics, because everyone's going to want all Olympic news all the time.
yeah, yeah.
Right. But there's also a current blog going on right now, which is diving into Long Island's seafood scene.
Oh,
People don't realize how good Long Island seafood is.
Yeah.
I think it's so. Why wouldn't you come and eat seafood this time of year? It's amazing. And there's like a lot of the places in the blog are Prime in Huntington and H2O, of course, which we talked about before. The viral.
lobster Cobb salad.
Have you heard about this?
No.
This is at Duryea's.
Oh yes, I
Okay.
think I did hear about that.
And it's a lobster Cobb salad. It's like, when you see it, you've got to share. It's the most insane amount of lobster
right.
on this Cobb
It's like a
salad that
whole-
you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's viral because it's definitely for the Insta.
And then Seafood Tower at Barron's Cove in Sag Harbor.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then you can experience the hand lobster rolls at Navy Beach Restaurant in Montauk. Bree is doing a News 12 segment,
Yep.
which is also on our YouTube channel, Discover Long Island. And you can go watch, you can go see it yourself. You just gotta, it's still lobster roll season.
It is.
Okay,
Summer
people,
is not
enjoy
over.
it. It's not over. Even if you have your Halloween decorations, it's still Sharon's birthday.
Right.
Okay. There's still a whole month.
There's still a
Go
month.
get your lobster roll. Go to Jones Beach Theater.
Yes.
Go to the beach. Get your pickle sandwich.
Eat your pickle sandwich.
Wait, I have to interrupt because I went to Tiki Joe's. And it's in Smith Point, so it's a different Tiki Joe's than yours,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Oh, yeah. I've been to that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought of you, and I got a lobster roll there, and it was like one of the best like lobster rolls I've ever had.
Oh my God. So
Yeah,
Tiki
warm.
Joe's is the concessionaire at a lot of the beaches in Suffolk County.
Yeah.
So I've been to that one. Did you get a rocket fuel?
I didn't there, no, but I got the rum punch, and that was really good. Yeah, but I saw it. I was gonna send you a video, but it was the weekend, so I didn't want to bother you. But I was just like, oh my God, I'm at Tiki Joe's.
You're like, I get it. I'm at Tiki
get
Joe's.
it.
I know.
It's
And
funny.
you know what we haven't done yet? I haven't been to Fire Island.
Yeah.
And I have to go.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go last year.
Right. You have to go.
Like, what?
What are you doing this
Have
week?
you been to
going-
Fire Island this year?
No.
Okay, girl. You always go to Fire Island.
I know. And I had family in town. I wanted to bring them because they've never been. And I'm like, we didn't go.
We've got to, everybody, TikTok, okay? Summer, we got to make the most of it.
We do.
Every single day. It's beautiful. It's been a beautiful summer.
Right? This whole weather.
It has been amazing.
I love it.
And you know what else it is? It's National Sunflower Day, which is another thing you can do before.
Oh, yeah.
So that's Saturday, August
Have you ever
3rd.
done that?
What at the
Go to the sunflower fields.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
They're so beautiful.
You can do them at some of the vineyards.
Yeah,
have them.
Pindar, right?
Yeah, and you can take a sunflower selfie at. There's Waterdrinker, Pindar, Harbes Family Farm. They're all over.
Yep.
You just go to anywhere. North Fork.
And they're huge. They're so tall.
When I was picking Kenzie up, she came back from her friends on the Orient ferry, and I stopped and I got. It's so cute, you guys. If you have not been to the North Fork or even Shelter Island, I'm driving by and they just have the honor roll, the honor system. They have huge bunches of sunflowers and things you can buy,
love
and it's
this.
like just $10.
However much, whatever.
Just leave $10 and take your bunch of sunflowers, and everybody does it.
Yeah.
You leave the money, you take what you need.
Yeah.
No one takes anything else.
Right.
It is so, they're just like those little stands on the side of the road.
Cute. I love it.
I bought the most beautiful sunflowers and they lasted forever.
Really?
Love them.
So we are apparently recording a podcast remotely at Waterdrinker Family Farm.
Oh.
So exciting.
So you'll be able to see us.
Yes.
Amongst the sunflowers themselves. They're huge.
And they are. It's incredible.
I know. Okay, cool. Well, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I never know
next
what's
episode,
happening. I'm
I
like,
think.
I just look at my calendar and tell me where to be. Okay, so what else is it? Oh, it's International Beer Day. Did you know that?
No.
Friday, August 2nd is also International Beer Day. I feel like I've been drinking more beer this summer than rosé for some reason.
Why?
It just feels refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, the ice cold beer, especially if you get a nice light one.
Yeah.
At one of our mini breweries that we have, and we
Right.
have so many good ones here on Long Island. Our favorite ones, just to recap, Greenport Harbor Brewing Company in Greenport. There's a couple locations. It's awesome. You have like cornhole.
Yeah.
They all have like fresh oysters sometimes and food. But Six Harbor,
We love that. That's the one with the dogs, right?
the one with the dogs.
I love that.
The dogs bring you
They
the
bring
beer.
you the beer. It's so cute.
It is so fun.
And then Long Island Farm Brewery. That's in Waterdrinker, right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
So cute.
So we'll be able to test out some of this great beer. And an ice cold, like light beer on a summer day. It's hitting for me these days.
Yeah. I used to like beer and I don't anymore. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can't get past it.
You have to be in the mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends on what
yeah.
you're in the mood for. I feel like wine has been like heavier for some reason. Even rosés, it feels like more winey. And
Yeah.
beer, it's like, I don't know.
Nice and refreshing.
Yeah, I've been into it. So I'm excited that it's National Beer Day. And we're getting close to being done. So I wanted to tell you a couple of things celebrity wise before we get, finished. I've covered a lot of it with like Twister reviews and Olympic stuff. But Taylor Swift was finally bumped off of the #1 charts after 12 weeks.
Who beat her?
Eminem.
Yes.
Of course you love that. I was like, what?
He's back, baby.
Listen, the old people are still here.
I know.
Okay? Don't count out the Gen Xers.
Yeah. No. He's back.
Guess who's back? I know. I thought you would love that. I was like, I thought of you when I saw that.
Yes.
So after 12 weeks, Eminem bumped off Taylor Swift. I thought that was amazing. And then the only other thing I was going to talk about, there's a couple new books out.
Okay.
Because we all talk about our summer reads. Have you heard about Keanu Reeves' new book?
No.
I love Keanu.
Yes.
He's a little bit, he's a weirdo.
Strange. Yes.
A little out there.
Yeah.
And he has some comic book series about some 80,000-year-old something or other.
What?
And this book is based on that. I'm trying to listen to him explain it on Good Morning America this weekend. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Right. What are you trying to say?
I mean, you know, it's a good thing. You're attractive. You know what I mean?
Did you ever read Matthew McConaughey's
I listened to it.
The Green Light or something?
Yeah. It was interesting.
And he was, that's right, you did. And
I
he
listened
was
to it because I like his voice when he's like, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, I love him.
If you're going to read Matthew McConaughey's book, you should listen.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Right. I remember having this conversation. How about Meryl Streep?
What about her?
Her biography.
Oh, did it come out?
Oh, yeah. A while ago. It was really good.
Oh, I love
give it to
her.
you. Yeah.
She is so versatile. I heard they're coming out with Devil Wears Prada too.
Oh, I love
Which
that.
I'm here for. I'm here
Yes.
for. Also, did you hear they're coming out with Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Beetlejuice?
Who is Olivia Rodrigo is playing the daughter.
Is she really?
Is it Olivia Rodrigo? Who
I
is
thought it
that?
was Wednesday. The girl
I think it's Jenny Ortega. Yeah. from
Jenny
Wednesday.
Ortega. Okay.
I was like, what?
What do you mean?
It's the girl that played Wednesday, which I think is perfect, but it's still Winona Ryder, and it's still the mom who was in Schitt's Creek, who was the original mom.
I love her.
And it's still, Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
What a cool, I was like, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
some good movies
so many
coming out.
remakes. It's crazy. Did
So-
Overboard come out yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm here for it because it's just good stuff. Like
Right.
Twister was awesome. Highly
These are
recommend-
good movies.
Also, the other memoir I was going to say before we finish is Cher.
Oh, I'm so here for that.
And not surprising, this news, I didn't think. Cher's memoir is so in depth and so much to share. Cher has so much to share that it's in 2 parts.
I love this.
So part
I am
1
here for that.
Cher's memoir, part 1,
I love it.
comes out November 19th.
Okay.
But I'm like, you're amazing when you're like,
Yeah,
it
2
can't be
parts.
told in one.
Right.
You got to break it
Ah,
up.
That's amazing. I
know.
love that. Thank you.
Yeah. So I just wanted everybody to be in the know with what's happening and to know when you're being insulted on TikTok and to know all the great movies, what you should see and how you should see it. So we're here for you, Hot Teas. We're
Yes,
back.
We're back. We're
like
back.
Slim Shady.
Guess
We are
who's
back like Slim Shady. Don't count us out just yet.
No.
And don't count out summer because there's still so much going on.
So much.
DiscoverLongIsland.com. Please make sure you're following all of our socials because we are all over social media. We've got blogs, we've got TikToks, we've got Instagram. We're here to help you live your best Long Island life and tune into TikTok to see how this pickle sandwich
Yeah, I
goes.
can't wait.
My mouth is wide. I can barely speak. Anyway, and tune in next week and we'll be out and about. It sounds like showing you, not only telling you
Sunflowers.
all the great ways to spend summer on Long Island. So we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.